Thanks for tuning in. I'm Tunza, and this is a quick breakdown from our podcast, the Nerdlag Game Club. In this episode, we cover World to the West. If you would like to hear our full thoughts and conversations, check out that video. Link is in the description.
Welcome to the Nerdlag Game Club podcast, a video game podcast where we all play the same game and then we talk about it. I'm Corey, and I'm joined by 4 party members today. Lauren.
Hello.
Tunza.
What's up?
Danboy.
Hey.
And Hipker.
Hey.
In this episode of the Game Club, we're playing through World to the West. This was our game for the month of November. World to the West was released on May 5th, 2017 on Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Linux, PC, the Wii U, and Mac. The Wii U is the one that catches me off guard because I forgot the games came out for that console. World to the West was developed and published by Rain Games. Rain Games has developed other games such as Viking Chess, Mesmer, and Tesla Grad 1 and 2. Fun fact about that is this game takes place in the same universe as Tesla Grad, and we even get to play as one of the characters from those games. World to the West is an action-adventure game that allows us to play as 4 characters throughout the game. Those characters being Lumina, Nos, Miss Terry, and Lord Clonington. These 4 characters are all drawn together by an old, mysterious blue woman that tells us about this ancient prophecy that we need to fulfill to stop an evil plot from someone in the world. The story starts with each character having their own character arcs before it slowly merges them all together to deal with the larger conflict involving the main villain, Tai Chun, which is a huge jerk. Let's throw it over to Tunza, where he's going to talk about the gameplay and mechanics for World to the West.
Okay, so the overall gameplay is collecting batteries to progress the story by using each character's skills to best solve puzzles and take on the world. You could swap characters at the totems, which serve as save points and teleports. Most of the dungeons or temples needs players to take all 4 characters through to clear them out. And then Lumina is a technomancer, has the ability to blink past gates and across platforms, has basic melee attack, can fire electric bolts that can be used to ricochet and hit switches. And then if you charge it, you could teleport to the bolt. She can use charge pads to levitate to get to a higher platform. Terry has the ability to sprint. She can use her scarf to cross platforms by using a little grappling hook thing. She can control monsters, like the little squirrel guys can be used to crawl through holes or jump across platforms and used to grab dungeon keys or door keys. The baboons can be used to climb up the platforms, and the catfish can be used to cross waterways. She can use whoops, almost reread what I wrote. How do you say his name? Because I was reading it as like Claw. Is it Claus or how do you say his name?
Is it?
Oh, I was calling him
Nos.
Nos.
Is it Naus?
Nos. I don't know. I called him Claus for a minute there, but
I think the
always
K
do
is
that
silent for sure.
All right, so Nas can crawl through holes and logs. His basic attack is with a shovel. He can dig holes to go under the boulders and gates. He has ice boots that allow him to slide across waterways. He gets a dynamite that he can place down on the ground or throw by hitting it with a shovel. And then the guy, I just called him Mustache Man the whole time. Like I never gave him a name.
That's
So
Lord
Clonington. Yeah, Clonington could flex his muscles. He could do a charged run, which allows him to do a flying elbow drop if you jump. He also has a melee combo and a charged punch and a ground pound. He can climb up platforms, and he can do a small cannonball-like jump if you bull charge at the thing. And his puzzle mechanic is to like break down the chain doors.
But we're going to move into art design. And Lauren, how about you tell us about the art for World to the West?
Okay, so the game was made in Unity. Like a lot of the games we play, I feel like are made in Unity. It's 3D, and I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to describe the art style, but the Steam store page just describes it as cartoony. That's the words they use, so I guess we'll just go with that. A little bit about it. There's 3 artists that made the game, and oh man, they're from Norway, so the first guy,
yeah.
yeah, the first guy, Aslik, Helgressen? Helgressen?
We
I
love you. Sorry
I don't
for
probably
butchering your
probably
names.
butchered that, I'm sorry. Lead artist, and most recently worked on Tesla Grad 2 while working as a teacher at the University of Bergen in Norway part-time. Doing a 4-year term to teach about design, illustration, and animation related topics. Thought that was pretty interesting. 'Cause he has like years and years and years, like, oh, I worked on games for 12 years, I did this. Now working at a university. So that's pretty neat. Next person, oh god. Ol Ivor Rudy? Art director? Does character designs and works on what an art director would, which is like tying together all of the art between all three of them. So has more of like a lead, like manager type of role there. And then Peter Amlin, Peter Amlin,
Right, Petter.
an artist. Yeah, I was thinking Peter. Uh, Artist and main work consists of like the environment art, building worlds, more of your like kind of level design stuff, and enjoys programming now and then on the side, making applications and stuff, which I thought was interesting.
The only other thing I seen, as people describing this as a European comic book style. I don't know how true that is, but I guess the
I don't
characters
know
are
what
based on that, which
I
the
was gonna say.
strong
I
man makes
don't
me
know
think.
what they look like.
Well,
Not me either, but like I
I was
picture like
looking at
old
the other.
timey,
I was looking at the other games. It's such. I could see that being comic book style,
like
like
more
the
than this
Tesla
one.
Grad 1 and 2. Yeah, like those are they're 2D. They're flat. They look very comic cartoonish.
Yeah, I wonder if
Other.
it's not so much the actual look and it's more like the designs, because like the Clonington reminds me of like the old timey like strongman at the circus.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't
for
know if
sure.
that ties in. I guess I'm ignorant to European comic books, so
I'm sure there's one. There's gotta be a superhero somewhere.
probably. But yeah, very vibrant colors throughout the game. I would say a lot of like everything is bright greens, bright blues when you're on the top surface level, and then when you're underground, it's very dark, with like some luminescent like lighting, which I think looks pretty good. So Dan's up next, and he's going to tell us about the sound design and music for World to the West.
So, I'm gonna butcher these names, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, I love it. We
So
love them.
the soundtrack was made by Jorn Laval and Lynn Catherine Tacklow. They work on like all of their games, like Rain games. It seems like at least, but they are a music composing group that go by Bear and Cat. And they're from Norway. Everyone on this game is from Norway. Anyways,
The studio is based out of Norway.
yeah. But I thought it was kind of funny that like everything is, at least from what it seemed, everything is based in like that Bergen, Norway, I think. Whatever that B place in Norway was. Anyways, um, they mostly just work on games and theater stuff. Kind of cool. I guess they were like theater kids growing up, and then they kind of just wanted to do the music side of that kind of thing. Just kind of interesting. I don't really have too much. I couldn't really find much about anything. I will say, since you brought up the whole the bioluminescent flowers in the like caves and everything, whenever you walk up to those and they like pop open, they do that little ding, and it's very appealing to the ears every time I would walk near one. So I like tried my hardest to always make them go off so I could hear the little ding.
Yeah, I really love that song that plays in the mining camp at the very beginning of the game. Like it is such a
Oh,
bop.
there was some song I didn't take note of it, and I really should have. It was, I think, somewhere in the underground part in some section, but the music there was so good. It was so bumping. I loved it.
It's
But
probably
I
the
don't even
mining
remember what
camp.
part. I don't think it was the mining camp. Like, I feel like I was just walking through the caves and I was like, "Ooh, I like it here. I want to stay
Hmm.
here."
I don't. I didn't pay too much attention.
I
I
love
like
the
the
music in
boss
this
fight
game.
when you fight like as Luminia and she's doing that boss battle because it's like almost like a Simulan like or not Simulan the oh god I can't remember that instrument but like I thought it was like Sifu for a minute till the like the vocals came in like it was like almost that kind of fight style like where I don't know describe it. It made me think of Sifu.
Yeah, I think
I don't even,
overall, I
I don't
think the
know what boss
music's
battle you're
good.
talking about.
The
Yeah,
bosses where it
the
drops the
music's okay.
rocks.
I mean,
Oh, that
Oh,
guy?
oh, the girl?
Yeah, or
Is it
whatever.
a
With
girl?
yeah,
Did
that
you?
is a girl.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh.
yeah, but like the music and like sound effects and everything, I think they're okay. I don't think there was ever like a spot where I was like, oh, I hate the sound of this one thing,
I didn't want to make your
or I hate
ears
this
bleed.
music. Yeah, whatever. Oh, emo.
Poem,
Toem. Yeah,
the
yeah,
game
yeah,
we
yeah.
played like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah. That one song, and
We're
I
so good
hated
at
it.
talking. We're so good.
Small brain. So during every episode, we go around and see how long it took us to complete the game. Who do we want to start with this time? What about Tunza? Tunza, how long did it take you to complete the game?
Steam says 10 hours. And we talked about this. Your load save does not, I don't know what they did. That time is not real.
Oh yeah, because Lauren's
Is-
the speedrunner for this episode.
Yeah.
yeah, I might be second. I don't know.
Yeah. If
Uh,
I sadly, tons to beat me. I'm at 10.9.
ooh, damn boy.
Mainly because of the lily pads.
Oh, 7.6.
Okay, I had 12 hours 17 minutes. That's for the platinum. So that's not too bad. And Lauren, what is your actual time and what is your speed run time?
So, actual time, that one's hard to judge just because I was leaving my Switch open with the game open while I was like cooking and doing all kinds of things. So, it says I've played for 15 hours, but I'm gonna guess that's probably more realistically around 13. Uh, and the speedrun thing. So when you open up the load page, it's supposed to say your playtime, but mine was broken, so it said that I played it for 20 minutes.
Let's move into recommendation. Each episode, we go around and find out if we would recommend the game and why or why not. So I'm going to pick on Tunza again. And Tunza, would you recommend this game and why or why not?
you know what? Sure. It was I enjoyed that back half, but I also was like once I stopped trying to like think about like rushing through it, I had an alright time. I was just well, I was also in the most killing time at work mode ever. So it was like the perfect game to just distract me. It killed the whole shift. So yeah, I'd recommend it. I kind of want to check out the other games. I just add them to my cart. They're on sale.
Dan?
Great question. I really don't know. Like, I want to say yes because I enjoyed the first 8 chapters, but that ninth chapter, it's so rough. I hated it so much. That was the one thing I hated.
The ninth chapter
It's
is the game.
yeah. The ninth chapter is literally just the whole game, basically. I don't. I will say since I'm having a hard time deciding, I'll just say no. Just because fucking stupid chapter, stupid running all over the place 4 times. Hated it.
Lauren?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I had a good time playing it. I like games like this, so I was able to look past the fact that I had to keep moving my characters further and further. To be fair, I was doing that while I was playing throughout the chapters anyways. Every time I would get to another totem, I would just go and move my other characters to the totem. So by the end, I was able to teleport between all of them. So I'd recommend it. I thought I got a good amount of gameplay for what I paid for it too.
And Hip?
I'm in the same boat as Dan. I cannot recommend it. I think a very quite a bit flawed practices in the game, just like gameplay wise. I'm having to run to a separate area 4 separate times.
I would also recommend the game. I actually had a ton of fun with it. I love the charm. I love the way it looks. I like the music a lot. There are things that are flawed about the game, but I could look past it just because I enjoyed the puzzles, enjoyed the humor that they threw in there. Um, it's not that much of an investment realistically when it comes to like your time. Yes, you have to collect a certain amount of the batteries to move the story along, but like if you're just looking around as you go, you'll have, right where you need. So realistically, I don't think it's that bad. Moving characters from spot to spot can be annoying, but if you're just exploring and looking around, I think more naturally you'll probably have most of the totem spots before you need to really teleport around. Um, so I would recommend it. Is it a perfect game? No, but I think it's enjoyable, and I don't know. There's just something about the charm of this game that draws me in, and just every time I turned it on, I ended up finding myself playing it for 2 hours, 3 hours, and I'm like, what's happening right now? So it drew me in for sure, and yeah. So I'd recommend it if you have a chance to play it. Definitely give it a shot. The game is the tale of two halves, though. Like Dan said, it's the first 8 chapters are tutorial esque story move, like you can only go certain ways, and then chapter 9's like, hey, look at the whole world, do whatever you want. Yeah, I had a pretty good time talking about this game today, even though we sounded like we just complained the whole time, so sorry about that. And let us know what you think of this game in the comments below. Until next time, I will see you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.